Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to calculate compounding interest rate based questions. So, the first one we have here is you invest $500 with an interest rate of 5% that compounds monthly. How much money will you have after 30 years? So, in order to do that, we need this equation here, P times 1 plus R over n to the power of nt, where P is the initial amount invested, so P is 500. R is just your interest rate, which is, in this case, 0.05. N is 12, as in the number of compoundings. Since it's compounding monthly, it'd be 12 compoundings per year. And T, that's a bad T. T is the number of years. So in that case, it's 30. So we just plug in our numbers, so we get 500 times 1 plus 0.05 over 12 power of nt, so we multiply 30 by 12, which is 360. And this gets us, we'll just do it here, times 1 plus 0.05 divided by 12. And that is how much it'll be worth. So 22.33. We'll just stop it after the first two decimal points, and 87 cents. So if you were to invest in this, you would have $22,233.87 by the end of 30 years, which is alright, I guess. I don't know. But now that we have that, the first part, just how much money will your investment be worth after X amount of time, we now want to calculate monthly payments. So that goes to the second part of this problem. You borrow $50,000 with an interest rate of 5% compounding monthly for 30 years. What is your monthly payment? The first step is to calculate how much this loan will be worth at the end. Since it's compounding interest rate, we can't just say, oh, it's worth 50,000. We actually have to calculate that out. So in this case, we would do 50,000 times 1 plus 0.05 over 12, because it's still a 5% interest rate, still compounding monthly, and it's still being raised to the power of 360. So we'll do that. Alright, so that's our amount. 223,387 and 22 cents, because we round up. So now that we know how much this loan will be worth at the end of all 30 years, this is how much you would have to pay. Like, per month, you would have to eventually add up to this amount. So in order to solve that out, we use a new equation. We use a times 1 plus, actually I need more space. So we have a times, we want to use a larger bracket here. That looks like an N, but that's an R. Essentially, these brackets mean we want to solve this part out here, 1 plus R over n to the power of nt. Then we subtract 1, and then we multiply by a, and then we divide by R over n. And that'll get us our ultimate amount that we want to have paid off at the end of 30 years, which is $223,387.22. So we don't actually know A. A is what we're actually calculating for, but we do know everything else, so we'll just, I guess I'll write it down here. It'll be A times 1 plus 0.05 over 12, the power of nt, which is 360, minus 1 over 0.05 over 12. So we'll do that out. We'll do, what is it? 1 plus 0.05 divided by 12 raised to the power of 360 is that, minus 1. And since a is a variable, we don't really have to consider it here, and we just divide again. 0.05 divided by 12. That gets 832. So ultimately, simplifying out, we get, I'll just write here, a times, what is it? Okay, that's a big number. I don't want to write the whole thing out. Let's just say, we'll write a couple decimal places. And 32 point, yeah, we'll do 25. 25, or other sense it's, yeah, we'll round off, we'll say 26. 0.26. This ultimately gets us that. So now we can actually solve for a, so we divide this on both sides. This cancels out. We want to divide that by the same thing, so we'll do 223,387.22 divided by 830 was 832, yeah, 0.26, and that's our monthly payment. So in this case, we'll say A equals 268.41. So that is essentially our monthly payment to calculate for this loan here. So yeah, we found not only how much would your investment be worth at the end of X amount of years, but also if you were to borrow some amount of money, how much would you end up paying per month to pay off that loan. So yeah, thank you for watching.